Welcome back to Tech Brutal FS. This is another video tutorial. This is not for strategy, but it's a tutorial that will actually help you to be able to trade the boom and crash market. And it's a price action strategy. It's a price action tutorial. It's not an indicator based tutorial. By next week, I'll be dropping a very vital strategy on using indicators to catch spikes on boom and crash. But today I want to teach us something very important, because the most important part of trading is the price action. That is the technical analysis. That's the price action analysis. That's the most important part of trading, because most times indicators may slack. There may be some drawbacks due to market momentum and all of that, but price action is still price action. Price action is just a cumulative collection of the market moves for a given period of time. So but indicators just take what is happening in the market. It doesn't actually consider the previous, it takes the current. But price action considers the previous, the current, and predicts the future. So in this strategy, we'll be looking at resistance and support retest. All right, resistance and support retest, using resistance and support retest to milk the market. All right, so we'll be drawing our resistance and support. Okay, that's what we'll be doing in this market. All right, as you can see here, this is in 1 hour time frame, and I told you, if you want to draw your resistance and support properly and get accurate result, you have to use the line chart. That's what I always use. The line chart is very efficient. All right, so let's use it. This is our line chart. Okay, so you can see all the closing points of this market. See it right here, all the closing points of this market, and you can see some retest of all those closing points. But here we have this one, we have this right here, there's one here. See, let's go down and see more. Let's go down and let's add more lines to it. All right, you see another zone here. This is another support zone. This is a support zone. This is a support zone. This is a resistance zone. All right, okay, so this is what we are going to do. We are going to locate points in this chart where the market broke the resistance and retested. All right, that retesting point is where we are going to enter the market. All right, okay, so that is what you'll be looking out for. Now you can see right here, let's go back to line charts, candlesticks. All right, let me zoom out a bit. See, let's put a trend line right here. There's a trend here. There's a trend. You're going to be using it together with your trend line. Once you see a strong resistance zone, put your trend line. Then once your trend line is hit, if you go back to your line chart, you'll see that this trend line is this way. This is where your trend line is here. So let's check it in our line chart. You see it? So it's very close. Should be moved up a bit, just like this. All right, so this is our trend line. So we want to find out point. You see, once it hits the trend line, it moves back up. So just using your candlesticks wouldn't give you a clear retest, but using your candlestick with your trend line together will give you a clear. Okay, look at this one now. This is a resistance zone. This is a resistance zone. It broke the resistance, it came back to the resistance, just like that. But if we check now, do we have a good trend? There's no trend line. You see it? Now let's check our line chart. There's no correct trend line here. All right, so we are not using it. Is a false breakout. All right, so let's use let's check other ones. Let's check other ones. Okay, let's check another asset. Let's check 1000. All right, I want this video to be very short as possible. All right, let's check our 1000. Okay, so let's draw some trend lines. Remember the time frame is the 1 hour time frame. That's what I always use to make good analysis. All right, so this is what we have right here. If we move this up a bit, you see what we have right here. You see this point. You see this point. See this point. See it. So if we now draw a trend line on it, if we now draw a trend line on it, can we get some points? Can we get some trend lines? There's a break of trend here. All right, though it's not actually perfect, but this is a good example of retest. If we go back to our candlestick, you see it, a good point of retest. You keep retesting there, then it's moved. You see it. So let's retrace it back and see. Okay, so this strategy is very, very important. It's very, very important that you know this retest. All right, it's very, very important that you know it. So let's try this out and see. Let's try this out and see. Okay, let's try this out. Go down to your candlestick to see. See, it's already 7 minutes. All right, so this is supports a resistance zone. Let's get another point. Let's get another point right here. You see a break, a retest right here, a break, a retest. Now if you draw your trend line here, you see a trend line. Very efficient, very, very efficient. All right, thank you so much. Please just back test it with other assets, then before using. All right, I will bring another strategy, another price action trend for you. So please, thank you so much for subscribing. I've been seeing people subscribe, I've been seeing comments. Please keep it coming, please, so that YouTube algorithm will be rating us. Okay, we can do this together, we can be profitable together. Thank you so much. Tech Brutal loves you and will always give you strategies, best strategies. All right, thank you so much.